Will Mayor-elect Bob Filner and his family please join me on stage? And our State Controller, John Chung, will administer the oath of office for our mayor-elect.
Good morning, Mayor-elect. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name,
Bob Filner,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. Congratulations, Mayor Filner.
Thank you, Minister. Got to get everything up there, huh? Good morning. Buenos dias a todos. Thank you all. Thank you, John Chung, the best state controller ever in the history of California. And City Council President Tony Young, thank you. Mayor Sanders, I do want to know that you've elected a team as Mayor San Diego. The next First Lady is my Lady Bronwyn. And she's going to work very close with me on a whole lot of issues, as a volunteer, of course, including as work in her own area of expertise, disability and homelessness. So, Bronwyn, I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. And members of the council, I look forward. I'll say a word about Mayor Sanders in a second, but I look forward to working with all of you. We'll all get together during this week. The city attorney has graciously, we've met on a number of occasions. We look forward to working with you. The chief operations officer, Jay Goldstone, has graciously going to help us with the transition and hopefully stay during the budget process. And virtually all of his staff has agreed to stay on, and we thank them. We thank them so much. In fact, the day of the vilification of your employees is over, and we're going to thank you for your public service all the time. Andrea and I can't be nice to each other because we have to, but thank you for all the work you do, Andrea. This is a strong mayor, strong council form of government, and they need to have the independent budget analysts do the work that you do, so thank you. And of course, our great city clerk, Liz, thank you so much for doing so much work on this. Thank you. And I'd be remiss if I didn't also recognize that we have visitors from Mexico. led by our Consul General, Remedios Gomez. Thank you so much. Bienvenidos amigos de México, especialmente Baja California. Felicidades Ciudad Campeoni, Tijuana. Que viva los Cholos! Que viva los Cholos! Yes, we got soccer champ of the whole country of the whole country of Mexico. That thank you so much. Nuestra equipo regional. So thank you so much for bringing us that championship. You know, it's kind of an awesome responsibility, of course, to lead the 8th biggest city in our nation. It's very humbling. It's very overwhelming, because the voters have given me the honor of leading this wonderful city. And I want to thank especially all the thousands, of course, who dedicated themselves to our campaign, the staff members who worked with us, my family, who was up here, by the way, is my brother Bernard. Thank you, Bernie. And my son Adam, whose sister Erin sends her regards, and his wife Kimberly, and Joseph, I see, and Madeline. Thank you, my grandchildren, for being here. My wonderful niece, Katie, thank you. And my in-laws of my in-laws, so Joe and Glenda, thank you. But it was a family effort, and all of the staff people, all of the folks who worked together so hard to bring us this moment. And of course, we worked against some very tough opponents. Carl DeMaio, thank you for your efforts on reform in our city and for making sure that our democracy works by not only having a great election, but being so gracious as we have a change in administration. Thank you, Carl DeMaio, for all of your efforts. And our district attorney, Bonnie Dumanis, who was in the primary, thank you for contributing to this democracy. And assembly member, or former assembly member by one day, Nathan Fletcher. I look forward to working with you, Nathan, in the years ahead. I think it shows the vibrancy of our democracy that all of the people who ran against each other are here and participate in what is a very rare thing, you know, a peaceful transference of power. You don't see it everywhere in the world. And I think it's an incredible statement about our nation and our wonderful city. I think we mark a new day for the beginning of our city. After nearly a decade of crises and cutbacks, we finally have a chance to look ahead, begin planning for a brighter future. The city council members, of course, played a big role in turning that around. Mayor Sanders, I don't think we can thank you enough for taking a really tough job. I mean, we didn't have any financial future when you came into office. I can start off with not only a balanced budget, but a bond rating, and it means that we can talk about moving forward. But we couldn't talk about it without the stability that you have given us. Thank you so much, Mayor Sanders. Now, there are still financial challenges ahead. You know, we've lost redevelopment revenues. We can potentially lose a lot of state revenue because of, for construction projects because of Proposition A and the cost of the voter-mandated 401k retirement plans. All these are going to cost additional revenues. So we must continue to have fiscal discipline. And the process of making city operations more efficient, more transparent, more accountable has to continue. And that includes my commitment to implement Proposition B when it's upheld by the courts. Carl, you're not... But we're going to do it in an environment that respects and honors the hard work of our city employees who are on the front lines. Our city employees, they keep us safe, they pick up our trash, they maintain our parks, they answer our 911 calls, They keep our libraries open. Thank you, city employees of the City of San Diego. And for the first time in a decade, we can see the possibility of restoring city services, of rebuilding our neighborhoods, and of planning for our future. Because the real heart and soul of our city, of course, are in its neighborhoods. They define our city's character, our residents' quality of life. And as I traveled throughout our city during the long mayoral campaign, residents expressed near unanimous frustration with the city's neglect of the facilities and services that they depend on. To me, it's unacceptable in what we call America's finest city that some neighborhoods still lacked some basics like paved streets and their streetlights. It's unacceptable that neighborhoods devastated by the wildfires back in 2003 and 2007 still lack adequate fire facilities and equipment. And a lot of times we can't even meet federal standards for emergency response times. It's unacceptable that a police department that already has one of the state's lowest ratio of officers to residents is still over 200 officers short of our budgeted staffing level. And we lack the resources right now to restore community-oriented policing, an innovation that was pioneered right here in this city and that then Chief Sanders played a big role in. It's unacceptable that neighborhood libraries aren't open on weekends and evenings, that lifeguard towers and public restrooms aren't maintained, and that streets and sidewalks are still falling apart, and our first responders don't even have the communications equipment and vehicles that they need to fully protect us. So a major focus of my administration will be, as we said in the campaign, to put our neighborhoods first. That's what we intend to do. We're going to complete the update of our neighborhood community plans. And as part of that process, we are going to ask neighborhoods to prioritize their public facilities needs and help us develop a program for financing those improvements. Along the way, we'll protect urban open spaces, reduce stormwater pollution, make our neighborhoods more bicycle and pedestrian friendly. But quality of life is about more than just and appropriately clean, safe, and well-maintained neighborhoods to live in. It's also about having a good-paying job that enables you to support your family. We're going to work with our labor unions and our working people and our local businesses to streamline the city's regulatory processes so entrepreneurs who want to create good-paying jobs can count on a timely and predictable response and fixed costs from the city. We're going to encourage partnerships between our businesses and our public schools to prepare young people for good jobs and a bright future. You know, I'm going to symbolize that attention to education right after the swearing in. We're going to visit several schools in our community, from Patrick Henry High School to Memorial Junior High School to Central Elementary School in City Heights. And we're going to say hello to the students, get them involved in our city, thank the teachers and the administration for working so hard, and bring the community into helping our children. And we're going to build on the success of innovators like Qualcomm and help grow the emerging green and blue technology sectors, and of course, including a major solar initiative for our public buildings. And we're going to support expansion of maritime operations at our port with the overall goal of creating 50,000 new good-paying jobs in our city. That is our goal. And I look at our friends from Mexico, and we're going to tap into the vitality and potential of our neighbors to the south, in part through a new border affairs office that we're going to establish in Tijuana, and to strengthen every day our cross-border ties. And so I want to thank those leaders from Baja, the mayors of Tecate and Los Cabos, for example, who are here from Baja and Baja Sur, who honor us with their presence today, led by, of course, the Consul General of Mexico, Remedios Gomez. Thank you, our neighbors. We're going to work every day on changing the situation and where we have a really good relationship. I know the mayor of Tijuana, my good friend Carlos Bustamante, is represented here today. We're going to see him this evening at one of the community functions in San Isidro. And so we welcome you all, and the symbol of us working together is here today, but we will continue it throughout the whole administration. And as I said earlier, but I want to say it again, congratulations to those of you who cheered for the Cholos Soccer Club in yesterday's championship game. Congratulations once again. You know, it's a healthy economy is obviously important to our quality of life, and we're going to seize every opportunity to grow that economy. We're going to expand the convention center to strengthen our visitor industry. We're going to support our military bases and defense industries in the face of threatened federal cutbacks. We're going to make sure that the Chargers stay in San Diego. And we're going to have a wonderful celebration of the crown jewel in which we sit now as we celebrate Balboa's Park centennial anniversary in 2015. But at the end of the day, I want my tenure as mayor judged not just on what we accomplished, but on how we made the decisions to get there. You can't build trust and support for city government if just a few people are making decisions for all the rest of us. I want a city government where everyone has a seat at the decision-making table, where the concerns of a Filipino family in Mira Mesa or a single mom in San Isidro carry just as much weight at City Hall as the traditional insiders. I want a City Hall where the only prerequisites to participation are love for our city and a desire to improve it. Now, I understand the difference between my former role as a legislator, when I was a passionate advocate for my constituents, and my new job as mayor, which is the chief executive of a multi-billion-dollar municipal corporation. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop being a passionate advocate for the things I believe in. It does mean that I will use the power that is in the mayor's office to bring people together, people with differing views, to help them find common ground, and to turn dreams and aspirations into reality that moves our city and our people forward. As your mayor, I will continue to be inspired by the words of one of my mentors when I was growing up politically, Senator Bobby Kennedy. He said, you know, most people look at things as they are and ask why. I dream things that never were and ask why not. Why not get serious, for example, about eliminating homelessness in our community? Why not make the San Diego Tijuana region the incubator for a new innovation-based economy that provides good-paying jobs for all of our citizens in both countries? Why not secure our natural gifts, our beaches, our bays, our canyons, our lagoons, so future generations can enjoy them as much as we do? And why not ensure that every neighborhood is a safe and as healthy and attractive place to live, work, and play? You know, I am convinced that together, we can take those dreams and turn them into reality. I look forward to doing that with you in the years ahead. Thank you so much.